So here are some travel tips to Iceland. How to get to Iceland. So obviously nak pergi Iceland ni there's only one way, which is by flight because it's an island kan, so there's no roads to get there. So from Malaysia, what people usually do is orang fly pergi Europe, and then from Europe there's so many flights that you can take that go to Iceland. Biasanya orang suka fly pergi London and then to Iceland, but ada je a few other cities that you can go to. So for example macam kita orang went to Zurich and then we took a train to Basel, and then from Basel kita orang pergi Iceland. So the reason why kita orang fly pergi Zurich because at that time it was the cheapest option available. So bila dah sampai Europe, there's a lot of budget airlines that you can take, such as ada Ryanair, and then there's EasyJet. And for Malaysians, actually Iceland ni is a visa-free country, so tak payahlah nak worry about your visa. So all international flights will go to Keflavik Airport, and Keflavik Airport ni from Reykjavik is about at least 40 to 45 minutes. Boleh je ambil bus, but to be honest, it's kind of expensive. It costs around 100 to 110 ringgit. So what most people do is that dorang rent a car or a camper van. Tapi honestly, majority of the people will rent a camper van because it's a house and a car at the same time. So for example, macam kita orang, we rented a camper van. So our camper van company actually picked us up at the airport and then sent us to the office to pick up our camper van. The price ranges between 400 to 1,700 ringgit depending on the type of camper van and season as well. So actually, summer is a lot more expensive than winter because there is a lot more tourists during summer. So for accommodation in Iceland, ada je macam-macam accommodation in Iceland, and honestly, roughly cost about the same as renting a camper van. Lepas tu bila camper van ni, you tak boleh lah nak parking anywhere. You tak boleh parking sini ke, sana ke. You have to park in camper van sites. So camper van sites will roughly cost between 50 ringgit to 100 ringgit a night depending on the facilities that they provide. Kat Iceland, they drive on the left side on the road, and for Malaysians, it does take time lah to get used to sebab kita orang dah biasa drive on the right side kan. For example, it took us at least half a day to get used to it. So regarding the roads there, so there's two different types of roads. There's the normal paved roads and also the F roads. So F road ni is a type of gravel road and it's not suitable for all vehicles. The weather in Iceland is unpredictable. I don't know lah if korang pernah dengar that they say Iceland punya weather changes every 5 minutes, and honestly it is true. Sekejap sunny lah, sekejap raining lah, sekejap snowing lah, sekejap hailing lah, and then suddenly got snow blizzards. Goodbye my lover. Honestly, this website is very helpful, especially kalau korang nak plan your trip, and especially during winter because during winter ada banyak roads that are actually closed. In our experience, kita orang actually terkena snow blizzard and it was really challenging. And because of this, we try to avoid driving at night because and then we realized that it's actually quite dangerous. So how much does fuel cost in Iceland? Fuel in Iceland is expensive. It costs at least 8 ringgit a litre. One town to another is quite far, so be sure to plan your trips properly. Apart from that, petrol stations there are cashless, so you can just use your card and there'll be nobody there, so you gotta fuel up yourself. Food dekat Iceland ni is mahal. It's like really expensive. So what you can do is you can bring as much as food as you can from Malaysia and then you bawa pergi sana and then you masak sendiri.
It's new. It's fresh. Freshly cooked.
Tapi if you guys want to go grocery shopping, boleh lah juga, and our advice is that you pergi petang-petang sikit because this is where you're gonna get all the good deals. So macam for example, you can get a piece of salmon and even roti for like 50% off. So most of the attractions in Iceland is free, however ada juga attractions yang kena bayar such as the Blue Lagoon for example. Tapi the entire Iceland is an attraction itself because everywhere you go is just so beautiful. And for those yang dah pernah pergi Iceland, if you have any other tips, do let us know and share down below.